Hey guys, I'm Morthadon, and we are back for Vinland Saga Season 2, Episode 8. Just to give you guys a quick heads up, I am coming off of a cold where I'm still a little bit congested. The more I talk by the end of this episode, I'll probably be even more congested. But luckily, it wasn't too bad. Some people I knew were like bedridden and had it way worse. Luckily for me, it was just congestion, really. So I'm gonna try my best not to do any sniffling, so hopefully I can keep that under control and all that. So yeah, last episode we had kind of a tough watch. We had the kids who were stealing be brought forward and they had to be beaten, but on the plus side for them, aside from the beating, they are going to be working on the farm, so they will be able to earn money and be able to keep their family going despite their mom being sick and everything. So hopefully the son doesn't hold or the kid doesn't hold too much resentment. I'm sure he's going to be angry he took that beating, but hopefully this will help shape him into a more well-rounded older man as he grows up and realizes that, like, yeah, I messed up and I was punished for it, but not as punished as bad as I could have been, so I need to be grateful. So we kind of saw a little bit of Arnade's slave situation where Einar was like, I don't know that she has the ability to pay off hers, and I don't know if that's true. And it seems like she's very close to Kettle. I don't know if they're sleeping together or if she's just there for like emotional support so he can vent his problems. So, but we also had Torgil show up, who is Omar's brother and Kettle's son. So, and he's been fighting in wars. We learned that Kettle's backstory is made up, and now he's actually scared of his son because his son probably grew up hearing those crazy tales of his father, who was this badass warrior, and and wanted to be like him, and now he's this, badass warrior, and his own father's scared of him, which is kind of sad, but kind of deserved. You just want to like cut those guys' arms off, easy peasy. But yeah, other than that, we're continuing with our farming. We had some growth on the farm that Thorfinn is running. And he, like, it was cool seeing him see it grow, and he's like, oh, it's so weak and everything, but yeah, he's having all of these, like, first-time experiences and everything, so, yeah, I'm excited. Let's jump into this episode, shall we? We're gonna start here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. I've been talking too much in the start of my videos. I apologize. I try to cover too much of the episode for some reason these days. I used to just do like a minute. Is this... What is this? There's no way... They're around the same age, though, I feel. Unless this is just a nightmare. But is it possible Thorfinn killed his father? Damn. Whoa. The visuals. Jeez. Just kind of tortured by his past self. Oh, the hands and fingernails. Jeez, is this still part of the dream? Oh, no. Being dragged down by his past. Ah! Jeez. Einar's just watching it again. Okay, I think that was just a nightmare. I don't think it was hinting at the idea that Thorfinn might have been the one that killed his dad. Plus, I don't think... Yeah, that name. Definitely is a name. Alright, I'll finish what I was saying now. I didn't want to interrupt the dialogue. I wanted to be able to read it and pay attention. Yeah, I think that was just a dream. I don't even think Thorfinn was on that continent that Einar was on. Like, isn't he normally from... Like, he's not normally from England, is he? I could be wrong. Maybe he was. Maybe he was in England and then was brought over to Denmark when they, like, took that boat across the water. Oh well. The show will reveal it if it is the case. Let's go. Our little morning. No, he's talking about his sister. Dead mom. The horse is like, I appreciate the help. We got people watching? Yeah, he knows what he's doing with farming. They're gonna be mad about it. Oh boy, we're gonna have more strife with the retainers. Why are you guys so petty, man? You're a real hateful man, you know that? I wish he would just say that. Oh, he's telling him. Well, not from what we saw, but... Hopefully talking about it might help him a little bit. I wonder how well that does for the rain. Is it thick enough that the rain doesn't really get through too bad? He probably is not. Hmm. Maybe some of the stuff his father was telling him before? You know, it's very true. I'm really scared for their crops. I hope those retainers don't do shit. Like, ruin their crops. Yeah, true warrior. But where have you heard that true warrior from before? Hmm, okay. Uh... Damn. Ugh. Stop talking and work. Okay, I wasn't sure if they were like building their own little like hut to sleep in or something, but no, they're fixing his for borrowing the horse still. Fishing? Oh wow, that's a lot of fish. One net throw. That's wild. Lent. Oh, he did it. But didn't catch any. Is that kind of like a form of fasting, or maybe a time of the year where they can't like butcher their cattle because of some reason? Ah, did he overhear? Yeah. Yeah, he did overhear. Oh shit. Listen to some wise words, man. I just happened over here. If you can flap your gums, you can work. He's got a lot on his mind. I believe they can. Some people can, anyway. Yeah. You kind of already are reborn, you know? Not quite the demeanor of a warrior anymore. Yeah. I wonder what Canute would think. Oh, wow. That was good. Damn. Yep. Oh, did they fuck up their fields? Wow. All of it, too? Those fucking retainers. God damn it. That's so shitty. Yeah, so definitely not the wind. Wow, they dug up the roots even. That's so much work just to spite them. Shit. Einar's pissed. Yeah, I mean, it means his slaves longer, but... Oh, and it puts him even more in debt. Yeah. Jealousy and status, man. I think Thorfinn blew his hate load too young. He deserves what's come to him. Damn. Thorfinn, man. Alright. Damn, yeah, they didn't. Are they gonna do it? Yeah, okay, they did say it. He was a slave at one point too, damn. Yep. Alright, I hope there is justice. I hope this doesn't piss the retainers off more and they do more because they were like, oh, I was falsely accused. Oh. So he did find out. That sucks. Yeah, I mean, you got as good of a deal as you could possibly get by finding this farm, but unfortunately, deal with the retainers. Uh-oh, and of course they're gonna be right in front of them. Einar, don't do any Einar, no. Let Pater. Come on, Einar, don't do it. What a piece of shit. Oh, Einar. Oh, shit! Is he gonna take the heat for it? He doesn't want Einar to get in trouble, maybe? Is that why he did it? Or maybe he wasn't even thinking. Oh my god! He's fucked! Jesus! Broke his jaw with a punch! Jeez, sent that guy flying. Oh! Jeez. Oh, the old lady. Oh! Oh, he's falling down the pit again. Damn. Oh, shit. That was a good episode. Even though I hate... I hate petty people like that, man. Like Pater said, no benefit to them at all to do what they did. It just makes them feel better about their own status. They're like, oh, this slave made some good-looking wheat. Let's fuck it up because we can. And let's remind them that they're slaves because we need to affirm our own status and show that we're more powerful than someone because we can't stand that there's other people more powerful than us. So let's fuck them up. Just because we're petty as shit. I do kind of wish they were able to, like, listen to Pater and just not do anything else, because I feel like attacking them might hurt their cause. We'll see. But... oh, man. Alrighty, guys, that is it for episode 8. Alright, so we started off, I mean, pretty much a lot of this episode was Thorfinn development, as some of the other ones were, but this one, more than anything else, it started off with his nightmare, more vivid of a nightmare than we've seen before, but basically him walking in on Einar and his family, and seeing his younger self walk in and thinking about the atrocities that he committed when he was younger, putting a... You know, it's kind of like one of those things where when he was younger, he probably didn't even really look at the faces or care about the faces too much. Obviously, he still sees some, like Askeladd, the grandmother, and everything. But there's also the ones that your memory, when you're dreaming, you kind of fill in faces and everything with ones you know, so he kind of just like filled in Einar's face there, I believe, in his dream. I could be wrong. Maybe it's possible that Thorfinn was there and did ravage that village, and maybe, I mean, that would be one hell of a twist later down if we find out that Thorfinn is the one that killed his father. But at the age that Einar was and the age that Thorfinn was when he walked in there in the dream, I think that's too big of a discrepancy, so I think that was their hint of being like, yeah, this is just his mind, this is just visuals, this isn't something that actually happened. But then like falling into that abyss and trying to climb his way out and being like grabbed by probably all like the corpses that he's left behind in the past that drag him back down and all that. The fact that he was screaming like father and Askeladd and talked about the things that he feels like he's forgotten. And at the end there we had the image of his father kind of talking, but Thorfinn wasn't able to hear it. I think that's kind of the idea that he's unable to remember really what his father was saying and teaching back then. So hopefully it does come to him and he does remember. And I've always wanted that moment where we had all of season 1 where Thorfinn was just on his rampages and everything. I wanted it to get to this point where he kind of doesn't have that object of his hate anymore, and he starts thinking back, and he's older, more mature, and he can think back to what Thors was trying to teach him when he was younger. It stinks that he can't remember it now, but I do have hope that he eventually will, or maybe he'll run into someone like, if Leif is still looking for him and all that. Maybe Leif can help remind him of his father and stuff like that. I don't know. But yeah, we had that moment of him talking about how he's empty. He only had his revenge. Now he doesn't have it. And he thinks the worst part is that he doesn't even hate Askeladd anymore. Like, even that hate has faded. So, but we had the old man intercede and talk to him while they were catching the fish, and I really liked that moment when he was saying, you know, you're empty, that's the best thing you can be in order to be reborn, and you can start filling yourself up with new things, new experiences, and all that. And I really like the way he put that into words, and I hope Thorfinn can take that to heart. But obviously change doesn't happen overnight. Just because the old man said that, Thorfinn's not going to suddenly be better. And we have this fight happening where, you know, Thorfinn comes in and punches the guy, and I thought it was because he wanted Einar to be in the clear and Thorfinn would just take all the blame. But the way that he, like, snapped out of it was like, oh, crap. Like, I don't know that he really meant to do what he did. So it's certainly a interesting development for his character, where he kind of went into fight or flight, I think, for a moment there, and just punched out of instinct. But he's so damn strong that he just broke that guy's jaw. That's wild. But man, I am sad that happened. I really did like the line of Thorfinn being like, if you're mad at them for doing this, then you should have absolute hatred for me because of the things that I've done. So it's Thorfinn's really in this moment of, like, he isn't really getting angry at people because he understands that he was just as bad at one point. So I do think that's almost one step closer to becoming that, like, true warrior Thors was talking about, where Thors didn't really get angry at people being the way they were, right? He just kind of accepted that that's their existence, but it's not going to be his, and he did things his way and didn't just outright kill people for it. When he was confronted by Askeladd's people, he did knock a bunch of them out, but didn't kill a single person. And talked about how he wasn't a true warrior yet because, like, a true warrior doesn't need a weapon and stuff like that. So I do hope he manages to remember all that at some point. So fuck those retainers. I liked seeing them get their ass kicked for what they did, but my main worry is that now that they did that, that's a more of a crime with evidence. Like, they saw them do that, right? A whole bunch of them saw them do that, versus the crime with, you know, maybe no evidence of their wheat being destroyed. It's possible that Thorfinn and Einar do not get out of this unscathed for what they did here, which just stinks, because I feel like they're in the right for kicking their ass, but obviously we know more than what the farm owners do. The farm owners still have to go by their own laws and however they punish people on this farm and everything, not just wildly breaking out in fights. And it is still their, slaves fighting retainers. That's not good. So I wanted to look up Lent. Lent is the solemn Christian religious observance in the... Oh, Jesus. So it seems like it's like a religious... It's like 40 days of not eating meat, I guess. Obviously, there's probably more to it. It's a whole, like, religious, like... I can't find, like, a full-on explanation without digging deeper. I'd have to, like, read, like, usually I go by, like, the beginning of the wiki or whatever, but the beginning of the wiki is just talking about Jesus spent 40 days fasting in the desert, enduring temptations by Satan. So it's like, I don't know what that means for, like, normal people who participate in Lent. So, but either way, it seems like they still can eat fish, but not, like, red meat, I suppose, maybe? So that's interesting. Also, I guess that also shows that that at least he is, if it is a Christian thing, he is Christian here, not, I don't know what, that's probably bad of me, I don't know what their religion is called for the people who believe, like the Vikings who believe in, like, Valhalla and everything. I can't remember what that religion, like, what the overall religion is called, but apparently they don't believe in that. They believe in Christianity there, so. Anyway, interesting. I just wanted to look it up because I feel like I've heard the term Lent before, but it was like a long time ago. I didn't necessarily know exactly what it meant, so that's why I wanted to look it up. So, anyway. Yeah, I mean, I don't really have much more to say. A lot of development with Thorfinn. They did talk about the situation with Arnheid again, like I talked about in the beginning, where it's confirmed the master likes her, so she doesn't have a deal to be able to get free and has just given up on being free. I wonder how that's going to play in the story and play into some of the things. Like, I imagine things are going to, like, branch out from this farm at some point, right? And I wonder if, like, it'll come under attack and Thorfinn and Einar will run. Will they try to rescue Arnheid and get her out of there too before or something? I don't know. So I guess we'll see what all happens as we go forward. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more. Links in the description below should be popping up on the screen. 2 episodes ahead of time through the early access tier. Check it out if you're interested. Or more Patreon shows that aren't even released to YouTube yet if you're interested in that. So check it out, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.